say amen. This talks about how God came to Moses, to talk to the people, to deliver them out of the hands of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
And starting at verse 11, and they said unto Moses, because there are no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt with us to carry us forth out of Egypt? See, while you're in your situation, you don't realize that God, He's helping you. Going through your trials and your tests, it's like a strengthening, it's like a conditioning course. See, the people of Egypt didn't understand when they was in the hand of bondage that it was a strengthening and a conditioning course. See, in order to get out of something, you got to go through something. See, God was strengthening them then for what they got to go through now. But they wasn't. They didn't want to hear that. All they wanted to do was complain about the situation they was in, because they had got to a place where they seen that God had hardened Pharaoh's heart, and Pharaoh was coming after them. And they all panicked. They forgot the training that they've been through. 12 says, Is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? For that it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. So they were saying, I was better off staying back there. At least I was living. But they don't understand, if you're serving something that you shouldn't be serving, you better off dead. And Moses said unto the people, fear not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more. See, God got a way of taking that situation in your life out of your way, if you will just wait on Him. See, that's our problem. We trying to get ahead of what God's trying to do for us. It's like, let's go to 14. And the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. And the Lord said unto Moses, wherefore criest thou to me? Speak unto the children of Israel, that they go forward. But lift thou up the rod, and stretch out thine hand over the sea, and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes that when the enemy is after you, it's best to run. Sometimes you can't fight. The best fight is to run. See, because when you're running, you're like in basketball, when you're running, it might not look like it's working out then, but when you get in a game time situation, that running gonna help you.
Yes, it is.
Because went to a basketball game the other night, and man, but y'all that like basketball, y'all missed a good one. Gaston State were playing Sneed, and you talking about running. They're just running up and down the court, the whole ball game. And in the fourth quarter, Gaston had a big lead, and the Sneed come back on them. And if Sneed Gaston State would have hit the free throws, that the game been over regulation, but they missed right at the end. Some of the best free throws shooters were missing. Sneed tied it up right at the end, went into overtime. First overtime wasn't good enough. Gaston had a lead. Sneed hit a shot at the buzzer. Went into second overtime. Come back down, play the second overtime. Gaston was down 3 with about 5 seconds to go. The other team was shooting free throws. They missed the shot. Gaston come back down, hit a 3 at the buzzer. Went in the third overtime. And don't forget, they were still running up down the court during that whole game, just back and forth, back and forth. Third overtime came. all of a sudden, Sneed players start cramping up. They would run a few minutes, oh man, they would just lock up, fall down on the floor, call timeout. You know, some of it was faking to get, because they was out of breath, but a lot of it was they wasn't in shape. And Gaston finally won the ball game by like 15 because all Sneed players were cramping up because of the conditioning that Gaston State went through that Sneed didn't. See, that's the way we are in life. God is putting us through a conditioning. All you new people in God, it started out, God is running you. And we got to realize that the more I run now, the more it's going to help me later. Because the Bible said the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. See, when you're running, if you're always in the back, you're going to be the first one to give out. If you're always in the front, you're going to be the last one to give out. That's why I say the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. When you're running for God, always be up front. Don't be hanging around in the back, because hanging around in the back don't get you nothing but out of the game first.
That's it. That's all right.
See, God takes you through this stuff because he knows what's ahead of you. See, a lot of times, you know how people talk about the coach and how, you know, they don't know what he's doing. She don't know what she's doing. But usually, the one that's doing the talking had never been a coach. See, the coach has been through what he's trying to put you through. He knows what you need to get where you want to go. See, our leaders is like our coach conditioning us. See, sometimes we don't want to take the running that they putting us through. Because I'm going to tell you, when you start running, that thing starting to hurt. But coach, if a good coach, when he see you hurting, is not going to let up on you. How many of y'all know we got some good coaches up in this place? When they see us struggling with something, oh, they're not going to let up. Because they know what's down the road. See, our life might go into overtime. See, and we start struggling with what we didn't do then. See, in basketball, they got what they call a three. See, a three can get you back in the game, but a three can also take you out of a game. They got this thing now where when the team get hot on them 3-point, when they shoot one, they come back there and coach doing this right here. When you in the zone, you start doing this right here. You can't forget the three. When it look like you out of your game, you can't forget the three. When it look like you finna give up, you can't forget the three. When you look like you finna give out, you can't forget your three. Somebody said, what is the three? Oh, no. Oh, no. When I'm going through, I can't forget my 3 o'clock prayer. When I need some help from God, I can't forget my 3 o'clock prayer. When I feel like them suicide may start hurting me, I gotta forget about the hurt. I'm thinking about my conditioning now. I'm being conditioned. So I want to last. I don't want to be the first one sitting down. I want to last. I can't forget about the 3. Because I know somebody went through something for me. See, I remember the 3 o'clock prayer. I remember the 3-day fast. Anybody got a 3-day fast? Somebody ain't fasting on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. See, y'all remember the 3 o'clock prayer? The 3 o'clock prayer. Do you remember the 3-day fast? I'll tell you another 3 that we can't forget. Isaiah 53 start talking about he was bruised for my iniquity. See, the other 3, see, Jesus died on the cross for me. When I was struggling with my struggles, he died on the cross for me. But I'm going to tell you something about that 3. In 3 days, he rose up for me. When I feel like I'm feeling down, I remember the 3. I remember my conditioning. One thing about it, you can't forget your conditioning. Oh, yeah, they said sometimes the coach don't know what he's doing. See, the coach been conditioned. The coach know what you're going through. See, sometimes it don't look like they know what they're doing. Oh, but they know best. Father knows best. Mother knows best. I'm going to tell y'all something that happened to me. I went to Anderson one day to, I don't remember what I went for, but I know I went to Lowe's. I went in Lowe's looking around. I don't even know what I went in Lowe's for. I ain't bought nothing in Lowe's. I stayed in there for about 30 minutes. I ain't bought nothing. Come out of Lowe's, went home. Got all the way back to, while I was in Lowe's, something told me, said, call Bishop, see if you need anything. I said, I was hard here. Hey, you don't need that. So I come all the way back to heaven. Got all the way back in heaven. Bishop called. Bishop said, if you go to Anderson today, I need you to go by Lowe's and get some sand. I said, I just left Lowe's. He said, oh, well, all right, Carmichael may be going that way. You know, so I didn't go back. You know, I didn't have no gas. I don't even know what I was in Anderson for, but I didn't have no gas. So I got to church that night. Church over. I said, Bishop, I felt you today, but I didn't call you. He said, I said, I can feel your spirit, but I didn't call you. He said, yeah, you should have went back and done what I told you to do. Oh, I got so mad. You know, I didn't get mad at him. I got mad at myself because God told me to call him. He told me to call him, but I didn't do it. I said, well, Bishop, I ain't had no gas. That's where your face should have stepped in. I come in here in church. I said, well, maybe Carmichael went back. I was hoping Carmichael went back. I got up in here and the sidewalk still slippery out there. Carmichael gave me. I said, he probably didn't call Carmichael. He wanted me to go over there. Since that day, I've been praying. That's right. Every day we come up here and pray, that's what I pray. I said, please, don't let, when I hear the voice, make me act on it. That's it. When I feel my pastor wants me to do something, I want to be able to do it. That's it. Last night we were going to, with me and my wife coming from Anderson. She said, we going to church tonight? I said, I don't think I'm going to go because Bishop ain't going to preach, so I don't think I'm going to go. I'll go up the phone. I got my phone with Bishop. I need you to try to pay tonight. I've been praying that I hear it. I've been praying that I hear it. No sooner as I hung up that phone, Bishop called me and said he needed me. I said, I guess that means I got to go to church tonight. Act on it. See, when you pray for something, when you pray to believe you're going to get it, God will deliver. See, you got to remember what you've been through. You got to remember your conditioning.
That's real talk.
If I want to be conditioned, hey, anybody that want to be conditioned, just tell God to condition me. All you got to do is tell him to condition you. Hey, you better be ready to run. I'm going to tell y'all something. When you're running suicide, you can ask any of these young kids, that stuff hurt. But when the game time comes, you go right through the game like it ain't nothing. That's the way I want to be. I want to be conditioned, so when I have to go through something, I got the strength to go on. I hope I got through to somebody. Like I said, if I just got through to one person, I feel